Hello friends, in this video I tried to explain plastic molding processes right from history of the plastic molding until the key factors required for setting up blow molding and injection molding factory. Don't forget to watch all the parts so that you can understand the whole concept. Part 1: History of plastic molding. Today's modern civilization is built largely on few key materials, namely stone, wood, metal and plastic. Although wood, stone and metals are very important in modern society, one material has been dominating our modern lifestyle, that is plastic. In 1868, a billiard table and ball making company called Pallen and Colander put on task one of their worker named John Wesley Hyatt to look for a way to make billiard balls more uniform and efficient. There the plastic molding process began to burn. John developed a plastic material and molded the material named celluloid. He succeeded in the better way of to get the uniform shape of the billiard ball. Celluloid was being used to make photographic films for motion picture industry until the digital age coming to boom. By 1872, John Wesley Hyatt and his brother created and patented the first plastic injection molding machine. It was relatively simple and basic machine in compared to the modern technology machines used nowadays. Their machine worked like a large hypodermic needle that functions as a plunger to inject plastic through heated cylinder into the mold. The machine was used to make simple but essential products those days, like buttons and hair combs. The process unchanged until World War II. In 1907, Leo Hendrik Beckland, a chemist from Belgium who lives in America, created phenol formaldehyde. It is a synthetically manufactured plastic which is also popularly known as bakelite. Bakelite was mainly used for electrical goods, but later on it was also used for the production of other products in the market. In 1920, a hand-operated machines were produced in Germany to process thermoplastic materials. It is considered as a major industrial development. In the late 1930s, as a wider range of materials become available, hydraulic systems were first applied to injection molding machinery. In 1946, an American inventor named James Watson built the first screw injection plastic molding machine and transformed the plastic industry. It allowed much more control over the quality and speed, and also allowed colored or recycled material to be added to virgin materials and thoroughly mixed before being injected. Even today, screw injection machines account for around 95% of all injection machines. In the 1950s, large-scale development of injection molding machinery occurred. This led to the machines we know and use today. Throughout the early 20th century, many new materials made out of plastics were developed, including the following important benchmarks. 1891, rayon, which is well known as artificial silk. 1913, cellophane. 1920, nylon. 1933, PVC, polyvinyl chloride and polyethylene. 1938, Teflon.